In 1992, 25-year-old Senior Lieutenant Mikhailo was serving in the armed forces of Ukraine. Ukraine was taking part in a UN peacekeeping mission for the first time. The Blue Helmets were sent to Yugoslavia, which was disintegrating. Mikhailo decided to join the mission.
Як його там колись одягали? Приблизно так.
In 1992, he went abroad for the first time and immediately went to war. The civil war in Yugoslavia was the bloodiest conflict in Europe after World War II. The Ukrainian contingent arrived there to stop the fighting and provide humanitarian assistance to civilians. Mikhailo commanded a mechanized platoon of armored personnel carriers.
We had to provide an escort for convoys with humanitarian aid and guarded and transported brigades that repaired power lines, gas and water pipelines. We had the right to open fire in response, but we never did.
Mikhailo describes how the Ukrainian Blue Helmets successfully fulfilled the assignment from the United Nations.
Our first trip abroad was very unusual and very strange, but we were treated quite warmly. For example, we had a wonderful relationship with the Canadians. Then our contingent replaced their battalion, which was leaving Sarajevo. For the first time, we saw with our own eyes how countries cooperated.
Nadia went to war-ridden Yugoslavia in 1994. At that time, female soldiers were not included enthusiastically into military contingents for peacekeeping missions. However, she defended her right before the military command and became a peacekeeper.
I
began to be interested and understood that I could do that too. There was a war, there was shooting, but I understood perfectly well that I could be useful there. I'm a medic, and medic is useful everywhere. They needed a scrub nurse. I took courses and received a certificate.
Nadia is convinced that peacekeepers must not give preference to either side of the conflict. Their main task is to stop the violence and help people.
Сопровождала медицинское сопровождение конвоя, который приводит продукты, горючее для тех людей, которые, наших солдат, офицеров, которые там держат эту миротворческую миссию.
Over the years of Ukraine's independence, more than 44,000 Ukrainians have been peacekeepers. According to the Ministry of Defense, 55 soldiers were killed during their missions. Ukraine's contingent is now keeping the peace in Kosovo, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and the Ivory Coast. Reported by Artem Holub for UATV.